Whew. So so we go on the road. We go to Carolina, and we lose the game 15-25, week 10. And we have to make a change at quarterback. It's not even Mariota played terribly in this game. Our whole offense played poorly in the game, flat out. In fact, really, the game was just hard to watch on both ends. You're talking about two bottom feeder teams playing against each other, and it was hard for the sportscasters, to watch. Like, they was getting into like politics and all kinds. They was just like, this is hard, guys. Like, they was just honest. And it was hard to watch, man, because it's such a dinosaur of an offense, a dinosaur of a defense. It's just poor. But the reason why I say we really need to start Desmond Ridder is because we want to see what we have. Okay, so it's been 10 games. 18-game season, it's been 10 games. Like, let's get used, and we know that Marcus Mariota is not the future. We know he's not the future. So let's use the last 8 games to see what we got in Desmond Ridder. The problem you're having with right now is not only do we know that Marcus Mariota is not the future, but the team knows it. And they need an infusion of faith and hope. They know they're not going anywhere with that guy. They know that he's just a complimentary piece. They know that he's not going to be the quarterback of the future. And so, therefore, it raises questions about their future. Because they know that they're not going to be with Mariota. So it raises questions about the future. In this game in particular, we had some struggles. Number one, our center. So, Drew Dahlman, he keep pitching the thing low. He pitching the thing low, and they had all kinds of problems with Derek Brown. Him, Lindstrom, and Colby Gossett, who is replacing Matt Hennessy, who's replacing the UMass kid that we had over there at left guard. So he's like our third stringer. And our third stringer, he struggled. In fact, the Panthers basically all night just lined up 2 guys on Gossett. They just like, oh no, this kid, he can't stop us. And they just lined up 2 kids on him all night, and they just took advantage of him, and they were on Mariota. But Mariota didn't help the cause because he was inaccurate. He's made some poor decisions, man. Like, if he makes poor decisions, he becomes a bum right off top. As soon as he starts making poor decisions, like, he becomes an immediate bum because that's what he has. The fact that he runs, he makes good decisions. So you have that. And then once again, like, Kyle Pitts caught 2 balls. Drake London caught 5 balls, but it was for like 50 yards or some 30 yards. Like, what is going on? I just don't understand. Put the ball, Coach Smith, in the hands of your best players. They are your subsequent first-round picks for 2022 and 21. Kyle Pitts and Drake London. You can't have Kyle Pitts get 2 catches a game. 2 catches a game? Drake London, 3 catches a game? What is going on? I mean, like... And so, it's, ultimately, I feel like it's going to wind up falling on Terry Fontenot instead of Arthur Smith. It really should fall on both of them, but and they got a little leash. They got a little leash because it's only their second year, but man, like, they got to get talent, and then when they get talent, you got to know how to feature them, man. Like, you got to get the ball into Drake London's hands, man. Look at the kid. Look at some of these catches he's making and getting popped. And on 2 of his catches, we got 15-yard penalties because he got popped. Young Waku, he done went to his Charger days. He done visited the Chargers. We done got the Chargers to come in here, reminded him that he was a Charger, and now he's a bum. He can't even make extra kicks, extra points. You know what I mean? And so now our special teams is a liability because we're not getting anything done on the special teams, and we having penalties that's putting us giving us poor field position. Offensively, we can't get the ball into our best players. We couldn't really run the ball at all. Defensively, and it's so bad. It's kind of sad because, in my opinion, this was our best defensive game. Even though we didn't get any turnovers, I felt like we played our best defensive game. Like, we were in a position to get turnovers and things like that. Yeah, we couldn't stop the run, but we held in there and we kept them out the end zone. Like we played hard. You could tell we played hard, but they know, like, the season is over if they continue with Mariota. That's just, in my opinion, you roll with Mariota, the season is over, and everybody knows it. The team knows it. The players know it. The coaches know it. Arthur Smith at this point would just be obstinate, and then we just go through another year and look to try to get a top pick for next year, which is fine by me, by the way. So we have the Bears next week. I think they are at home. I think they're in Atlanta. Another winnable game, but if we trot out there Mariota and all this dumb stuff, and we're going to have problems against Justin Fields with our defense, we could be on the side of something ugly. So I say, give Desmond Ridder, throw him out there. It's a home game. Let's see how Desmond Ridder does. Let's see how he does.